Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Lamb here, and today I'm doing something a little different because I wanted to talk to you all about honeybees. And I was lucky enough to be able to go out yesterday with a beekeeper who I got to put the suit on and go check a couple of his beehives. So today I found an ebook on Epic that's all about honeybees. And since this is a nonfiction book, there are lots of nonfiction text features that we can talk about today. So the first thing that you typically see in a nonfiction book is a table of contents. These are great because nonfiction books can have a lot of information. So if you want something very specific, you check your table of contents, you look at the different topics and the page number, and then you can flip right to that page. So let's say we want to learn about hive life. We know that we can go straight to page number 8. So this is the first part of a nonfiction book, the table of contents. Now, when we turn the page, it gets us into some nice bright photographs. You'll see your caption or your heading and then your body of your text. So here it says, what are honeybees? Honeybees are busy workers. These insects make honey and beeswax. They are absolutely fascinating animals. And then you see here, there's an actual size of a honeybee. It gives you an idea. So if you look at my fingernail, it's about the same size as my fingernail. And it says, honeybees are usually golden with black stripes. They have fuzzy hairs. Pretty amazing. Hive life. A honeybee colony lives in a hive. The bees guard the hive with their stingers. And here you can see the hive, which is what they live in, and then the colony. And it shows an up-close picture of what a stinger looks like. And yesterday, when I was visiting the hive, there was at one point where a couple bees got angry, and when they get mad or angry, they stick their stingers straight in the air, and they make a different kind of a buzzing sound. It was pretty wild to see that. All right, worker bees collect pollen from flowers. They carry the dust in pollen baskets. So here you can see a worker bee, and then you have a diagram with some arrows showing you specific parts. So if you look at the leg, you can see the pollen basket. And then here it shows you another up-close picture of what the pollen looks like when it's collected onto the honeybee's leg. It's pretty amazing. They also collect nectar with their tongues. Then they return to the hive. And in this picture, you can see another diagram with an arrow pointing to the honeybee's tongue. And it says their favorite food is nectar, which comes from flowers. The bees make honey from the nectar. They store honey in a honeycomb. And here you can see an up-close picture of a honeycomb with the bee working. They put they use the nectar to make the honey, and then they store the honey inside what's called a cell. And this individual part right here, that's one cell within the whole honeycomb. All right. Growing up, the queen bee's job is to lay eggs in the honeycomb cells. And all of the bees have a specific job. So here you can see a picture of the queen bee, and she's always a little bit larger than the other bees, and she lays eggs inside each individual cell. Larvae come from the eggs. Workers feed them and cover their cells with beeswax. Here you have an up-close picture or photograph of some bee larvae, and then you can see how they cover the top of the cell with beeswax. All right. Inside the cells, the young honeybees become adults. Then they chew their way out. Time to work. Worker bee lifespan is about 6 weeks. So worker bees, they live 6 weeks from the time that they emerge from here, and you can see what an adult honeybee looks like as it's crawling out of the cell. And then at the end of most nonfiction books, you almost always see what's called is a glossary. Glossaries give you very important key vocabulary. So you have your vocabulary words such as colony, and then you have the definition that explains what a colony is. So in this case, a colony is a large group of honeybees that works together to survive. So some other important vocabulary terms are larva, hive, nectar, honeycomb, and stingers. And then this tells you where you can go to learn more about honeybees. That's it, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed learning all about honeybees. I encourage you to get outside and explore and look at these beautiful creatures. They're amazing. Learn more about them if you can read about them online, do some research, and just get outside and enjoy nature and appreciate all of the things that we have on our planet. I'll see you next time. Bye.